spring's coming for sure. Today my guest is actually Justice Forunier. He is a charitable entrepreneur, very successful, and he's going to tell us all about the charities he's been involved with. And the recent one, the Push-Ups for Poverty.
Yes.
Justice, welcome to the show.
Hi, nice to meet you, Shay,
Nice to meet
finally.
you. Now tell us all about the last charity that you did, because that was the one I've been hearing about that all over Facebook. It's the Push-Ups for Poverty that was on March 7th.
Yes.
How did you get involved with that, by the way?
Well, actually, this guy, his name is Dave McCall.
I know him.
And he's been very, very prominent in the community.
Right.
Apparently, this is his fourth event where he's raised over $5,000 each event for the Unemployment Help Food Bank.
Right.
And Dave and myself are guys that kind of came from nothing, and we used those food banks growing up, and our parents had to be humble enough to go to those food banks to make sure we had food for just school.
Right.
Right? So it was something that Dave McCall posted saying on Facebook saying, I'm challenging people to do push-ups.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of notoriously a guy, I'll take a challenge, and I love competition.
Right, me too.
And it's been a long time since I've been in competition, right? I used to be a bodybuilder and do those things, but I got an injury, I got my eye cut in half,
Yeah.
I couldn't find a way to compete.
Right.
So I seen this post and it said, we need somebody that's going to be a push-up hero, somebody who's going to do a lot of push-ups and show the community and raise a lot of money. I said, okay, this could be me. This is
Right.
me right here all day.
Take it.
So what we did was, because of Just Training, I train all these different individuals, and I have a lot of friends that happen to be fighters and lacrosse players and just different
Right,
athletes.
yeah.
And I put the word out there and I said, guys, could you guys come and help me? I want a 6-person team. We're going to do as many push-ups as we can.
Right.
So I linked up with Dave. I said, Dave, can I help you promote the event? And I became the bar setter as much as I can. We had 2 other guys that came out, Darren and Mike, that did over 1,000 push-ups themselves.
Yeah.
So yesterday we ended up raising 1,000 push-ups for my team.
Wow.
We did 3,301 push-ups.
Yeah.
I did 550 myself. My friend Billy Smithers, he did 1,000 push-ups to anchor our
Yeah.
team. He really brought it home.
And you really
yesterday.
did too. I've got the stats here too to prove it. You guys really did
It
that
was
many.
it was an exhausting day. We're all moving
6-person
very
team.
slow today.
Yeah, right. A little sore.
A little sore.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really awesome. So, any other charities you've been involved with?
Well, before we were raising money for STAG,
Yeah.
when Joint Ventures Unlimited is my main company, and we're talking about charitable organization, I'm trying to create the social entrepreneurship that we've been looking for as young people in Windsor. There's not a Toronto-style marketing networking core.
Right.
There's not a bunch of us that say, okay, we're going to succeed as a team. So what Joint Ventures Unlimited has become is Just Training and all these Justice tagged business. Just Training, Just Nutrition. My girlfriend's a chef. We have Just
Yeah.
Nutrition and Just Desserts.
Amazing.
Just Training and Just Supplements. We've created a supplement to help people through concussions and brain injuries and nerve injuries. So all of everything I do is about helping people. And what we were doing initially was we brought Just Training into Sandwich Street Action Group.
Okay.
And I went to John Elliott and I said, could I please open a program here to start fitness?
Yeah.
So it started off being fitness and weight loss. And then it kind of shifted into all of these kids coming in and wanted to learn self-defense because they were getting bullied in school.
Right.
And they didn't want to just learn self-defense, they wanted to learn philosophy, and they wanted to learn philanthropy, and they didn't even know what those words meant just yet. Right? So now our program, like Just Training, our 6 friends that went down there yesterday were all from different walks of life. We teamed up. We called ourselves the Wolf Pack for the day, and we made, each one of us did over 500 push-ups.
Okay.
Which was insanity, right?
Yeah,
and we
that's
brought
amazing.
the energy to the crew that everybody kind of wanted.
Yeah.
You know, it was a really amazing day. So now we're moving on to more and more charities in the neighborhood. I'm looking for events, even hopefully this video today.
Yeah.
I'm looking for people to message me and say, hey, Just, I would love for you to come and help with our event, put your energy behind it, promote it, be part of it. My Just Training crew would do anything from feeding homeless people to building community gardens we did last year, and now we're doing push-ups for poverty. This is going to be an annual thing.
Yeah,
So we were the
definitely.
first gold medalist this year, of any year ever.
Yeah. So is that the first time they did
This is the first time we've done ever, and
So
we
you
raised
set the bar high.
$7,000. Yeah.
Yes, very high. Okay, now with the weight loss and the Just Training and everything, do you have your own weight loss story?
For me, mine's not a weight loss story. I didn't have that story. Other people do. Mine's more of a continuously training story. I've been training through injuries.
Yeah.
I've been training through injuries that would have killed people. I've literally went through 5 years of cancer treatment. I got my face cut in half with a box cutter. I've had 500 stitches just in my head. I've had concussions and things like that. And I still train and I still box and I still do push-ups. And I find Just Training, our slogan is no excuses and no limits.
Right.
So the people that I train are the misfits, the outcasts,
Yeah.
the people who've been through injuries and car accidents and nobody really wants to help because they don't really have an answer.
Yeah.
Well, our answer is we're going to be a friend. We're going to give you healthy food.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a healthy atmosphere to grow
great.
in.
Yeah.
So Joint
And
Ventures,
mentoring too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joint Ventures is we mentor each other. We're a bunch of friends, and we happen to all be talented individuals.
Right.
And some people come to us and they need energy and they need positivity. So we're the first part of that positivity in their day most days.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, how did this get started, though? Like, what was the kind of contributing factor that you were just like, it clicked for you?
The big thing was I was quickly growing into an entrepreneur by myself, and I was doing these businesses by myself. I was part of a couple other things I don't even feel like mentioning, but and they were growing quickly, and I started walking down the wrong path. I started getting involved with the wrong people, and it wasn't a good idea. So because of that, I found myself in a bar getting called out for a fight. The guy brings a box cutter because he doesn't want to really fight me. He ambushes me in the parking lot. I went from being, 260 pounds with 2 eyes and, a healthy ox that could do anything, to now I have an eye cut in half. I've lost 100 pounds. I have to recover from that. And I said to myself, well, I'm a pretty decent guy, I feel like, for the most part. And even then, I'm getting attacked by people with knives. So there must be a whole lot of other people that feel like I felt, very lonely and vulnerable at that moment. So the other day we were talking in Just Training class, and I said to everybody in class, I said, how many of you feel like life's been beating you down your whole life? Every time you try and do something positive, people trying to rip you down, your family, your friends, anybody just tries to rip you down. Everybody's hand went up. I said, what if we all became a team and we made it so nobody ever felt that way because we did not allow it? Everybody's hand went up. They wanted to be part of that team. So joint ventures came from my want and need to be part of something better than me. And not seeing where to go with that. So I had conversation after conversation ironing out this idea of unlimited partnerships to change the world. That's what joint ventures is. That's
great. Now, what are you wanting people to do to get involved and be part of this? Like, what can they do?
That's a great idea. What can't they do? Whether they want to become a client, a volunteer. If they want to come and volunteer, we have flyers to put out for causes like the Push-Ups for Poverty. It's always volunteer hours for me to sign. I get kid after kid coming, Just, will you sign hours? Absolutely. What do you want to do? Just come to me. I have something to do for every kid every day, or adults. I need administration help because it's hard to get in touch with the right programs. I have all this young energy of people that want to follow me, but we need somewhere to go. So meeting Dave McCall was a great person who could do. If there's another Dave McCall-like person out there, please give me a call. We're looking at investors. For example, we're opening up a space downtown. I won't say where it is just yet, but it will be downtown. And it will be taking over an old nightclub and turning into a health club. Where instead of alcohol, we have protein shakes and green juices and antioxidant teas. And you can go there till 4 in the morning, but you will get healthy food. You'll be able to train. So there'll be a Just Training, a Just Nutrition. There'll be Just Desserts, supplement counter right there, a bunch of businesses having their own space to sell things. So somebody could come in right now and they could rent a space from me to be part of this, or they could become an investor in Joint Ventures itself or one of the sub companies. And they can come either lend their energy or their money or their connections to the project. And they become equity owners as a cooperation instead of a corporation. So we are a cooperation of a bunch of energies that are trying to help each other succeed instead of a corporation trying to rule with kind of greed and ambition that way. We're trying to lead with philanthropy and social justice.
Now, were you born in Windsor?
I wasn't born in Windsor, no. I was born in Cambridge, Ontario, and I moved to Kirkland Lake, Ontario, which is far up north. And up there, it's hunting culture, and everybody helps each other dig their snow, because it's a lot of snow and stuff like that. And I came down to Windsor, and I realized that that was not the culture that was here. So I had to quickly learn how to, all of a sudden, I toughened up a little bit.
Fend for yourself a bit.
Fend for myself, city life all of a sudden, from country boy, you know, everybody helps each other, to city life. And so I kind of have that country boy backbone with, the city attitude now that I've had to learn and adopt. So now I can connect a lot of the kids that come to me. They're street kids that have nobody, maybe their parents don't pay attention to them. Now I pay attention to them. Right? So now we're linking with people, and hopefully anybody watching this, people that are in business classes, there's teachers that are linking with me where they give allowances, for example, to their business students for $200 each. But then those business students are coming to me and saying, well, Justice, could you print this for me? Could you do this? Absolutely, I'll help you. Anything I can do to help you, any connection hey, could you get me an interview with Ashley and Shay? Well, I could ask them for you. Right? So that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to create a network where people could come to each other, and Dave McCall can come to me, and I can go to Reno Bertolin, or I can go to, guys in town that are business people and say, hey guys, we have this great idea. It's going to help a lot of people in our city right here. Will you help?
Definitely.
And it was a surge of sponsors and supporters and people on Facebook even that didn't even show up to the event, but they're liking and they're commenting. That's a big deal. It's a big deal to get that like or comment after you just put all your energy into an event.
Definitely, for sure. Now, with the charities, what is the very first charity that you started?
Well, I didn't start any charities. What I've been trying to do is creating Joint Ventures Unlimited as an energy towards charity.
Okay.
Right? So it's very, very hard for the average person to get 50 people in a room to do one task. It's not for me.
Yeah.
Right? I was a cadet, I was a drill instructor, I have a little bit of that military background, I know how to lead people. The thing that I'm best at is just leading people.
Right.
So what I'm trying to do is lead people towards a more positive answer. So I say to my friends that are sitting there bored, not happy with their life, trying to find their why to their I.
Yeah.
They don't know who they are,
Yes.
and they don't know why they want to be who they are, right? So I try to give them that option by saying, okay, what if I tested you by we go and we work as hard as we can for charity?
Right.
How many flyers could you put out for charity? How many push-ups could you do for charity?
Yeah.
And in that journey, they find friendships, they find empowerment, they find their why, and then they become something else, and then all of a sudden they're a business partner of mine.
Yeah.
Right? So what I look for is friends, and those turn into business partners, because I don't understand this concept of you only do business coldly. I feel like the people you transact with every day should be people you love.
Right.
I look at my friends that are male friends and say, I love you, bro. Thank you for coming out.
Hey, that's nice. A little bromance going on.
You know, we got a lot of bromances,
Right?
and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But those bromances, anytime anybody calls me, and I hope people call me just from the result of this,
Right.
and say, listen, I need 30 people to come help me build homeless shelters, or we need somebody to come and do this.
Okay, so that's what you're asking
That's
for.
what
That's
we're doing.
what you want. You want people to come and help you and kind of lend their time and their
I'm
support.
asking them to help me help them.
Yeah.
I'm not even asking them to help me.
Yeah, help other
Any help
people.
that I get towards our businesses or our things, I completely appreciate it.
It's great for the community is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really what you're trying to promote here. It's, you know, it's going to help Windsor out as a whole, and that's what we need, right? You know, I mean, I don't know what the homeless shelters are like, but I've actually talked to a couple of homeless people, and I said, hey, you know, they're in the banks and hiding in the bank from the cold and from, you know, the shelters, because they say, you know, there's violence and, you know, people, you know, try to steal things, and, you know, I'm in here, I'm trying to protect myself, and that's not good.
Here's
you know,
a
they
story
need
for you.
safe places.
I went into Westview High School, and I got called in by one of the students, happens to be part of my Just Training crew. I train her whole family.
Right.
She goes to her teacher, Kate, could Justice come in and teach us self-defense and stuff for a couple of days?
Yeah.
So I go in and I teach them some movements, and as I'm in there, the teachers are pulling me aside, the female teachers, and are asking me, hey, I've been touched by a male student in this fashion.
Yeah.
What do you think I should do? So I went in there thinking I needed to help the students, but really I needed to help the teachers so they could be good role models to the students. Because if the female teachers are afraid of the male students, how could the female students be not afraid of the male students?
Right.
So what we're trying to do is at a
That's deep,
fundamental level, a very fundamental level, I'm willing to show up with my 6 very tough-looking friends, I guess, and say some really positive, loving things from a really tough. You know, if John Lennon says, "Imagine we all get along," that's one thing. But if a tough guy says, "Imagine we all got along," maybe somebody will take it seriously.
Yeah, because you go in, you roll in with your tattoos. And
I
everything,
roll in.
and
I don't
maybe
care.
you can relate to these tough guys, right? Because they're young, they don't know what's going on. They need somebody to tell them, right?
But quickly I say,
might be
"Listen, I'm not your
lacking.
teacher. Please don't disrespect me," and they listen
Exactly.
because I'm not their teacher.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. So you do go to high schools then? I mean, do you go to elementary schools, talk to the kids about bullying, things like that?
It's evolved, yeah. You know, at first Just Training, like I said, was more fitness oriented, and then it got more MMA self-defense oriented, and then now it's finding a balance where it is
they're very
we are
different
motivational
sides.
speaking, we're philanthropists, we're event coordinators, we're a lot of different things. So the Just Training programs, I'm bringing these people in, they might seek fitness, but they're not really seeking fitness. They're seeking friendship and fun.
Yeah.
So we have fun doing fitness.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the point. So if we go shovel a bunch of earth, that's a workout, and it might have built a garden in the process.
Right.
So what we're saying is, I know a lot of bodybuilders, strong guys, fighters, who their only motivation is their mirror, or what their girlfriend thinks about them, or what society thinks about them. And what I'm trying to suggest is that we teach the kids that are coming up now that their motivation should be build your character. Don't worry about your reputation. That'll come in time. Build your character. People will hate on you for doing good things.
Yeah.
That happens. I get it a lot. Oh, you're doing all these great things, except to have negative things to say. So I have to tell that 16-year-old boy, trust me, you have to just keep going through that hate.
Yeah,
because that hateful comment that he got on Facebook, remember we didn't grow up with Facebook in our hand.
No, it's really different now, right?
Yes, it's very different. They don't know how to deal with themselves,
No.
right? So we're trying to, my friends and I, we're challenging each other to become better men and better boyfriends and better brothers and better, you know, fathers. I have friends with kids. And we're trying to challenge each other. Okay, well, we are the generation. I'm 26 years old now. It's about time I become responsible for the 16-year-olds and under, because I'm their role model.
Yeah, they look up to you.
They look up to me. So it's important that we finally have one generation that's in Windsor that we can all look up to, all of us together at the same time.
Yeah. Now you have a very good head on your shoulders. You know, sound like you know what you're talking about, and you know you're doing great things. Like I said, who motivates you? Like, where did you get to be so confident?
I have a bigger heart than people think, and I think I come off to people who don't know me as maybe overconfident, arrogant even. I get that all the time. I get comments like that.
Yeah.
The truth is, I always wanted to be a world changer. But when my mom looked at me as a kid, she asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said the best. And she's like, well, what do you mean it's the best? I just want to be the best man I can be.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's going to mean, but I know I want to be the best at it.
Yeah.
So my motivation's always been, I've always been very competitive, and I've always been very compassionate. So I like to sing, and I like to write, and I like to fight, and I like to build friendships, and I like to communicate. So I'm just doing what I like to do. And
you like to dabble into everything.
I like to dabble in everything. So my thing is, my best power as a person is to empower people.
Yeah.
And my only desire really is to inspire people.
Right.
And I focus on only that. When I wake up, I'm one of the few people that I know that the second I get up, I check my phone. Does anybody need anything? Is there a crisis situation the second I wake up?
Yes.
And from the second I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, how's my girlfriend doing? How's the dog doing? How's my friends doing? Does my friend need help? What's going on? So I'm just trying to constantly do the next best thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not claiming to be better at that or than anybody else. I'm just saying I'm just a human.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it too if you are. That's
I'm
totally
a
cool.
human and you're a
Humble.
human.
Yep.
And hopefully we balance each other out. And that's what I'm seeking is if you put a lot of powerful people in a room that maybe didn't have a shot by themselves, they'll become friends and they'll do something that they wouldn't have done by themselves.
Yeah.
Like those push-ups yesterday, 3,301 push-ups, we wouldn't have done that by ourselves. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But if you would have seen how pumped we were, how excited we were, you go, bro, you got this.
Yeah.
You got me.
I
We're
saw the
excited.
pictures. It was intense.
We were intense.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you give so much support and love and everything out there. You put that out. Do you get that back?
You know what? Not till recently. I would say that the last 3 years since I got my eye cut, I really had to take a lot of heat and a lot of hate.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting a lot of love finally, and it's coming in pockets. It's coming with one friendship that I build here, one bromance here, or one here. I have the most supportive girlfriend in the world.
Good.
She happens to have a twin brother, amazing best friend who always supports me. My family supports me now. But it wasn't easy. I had to go do some really great things before they'd even give me any love.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to teach these 16-year-olds is listen, nobody's going to just hand you something, and they're not going to give you a pat on the back for the first thing you do.
Yeah.
You have to do that thing that you did 100 times consistently. You have to consistently do great things for anybody to call you a great person.
Very true. Yeah, definitely. Now, with your family, do they support everything that you're doing? Do they, kind of give you great feedback and everything?
They do what they can,
involved?
like everybody's family. Yeah, my mom came and she helped be a volunteer counter.
Okay, so she does help. Yeah.
Yeah, anything I can do, and that's what my family. The word family has really evolved for me. I have a very small family because we only moved 4 people from Kirkland Lake to here in Windsor, so I don't have a big family here in Windsor.
Okay.
But all my friends, I go in there and I call their mom mama, and I call them my brother, and hey brother, how are you? Brother, you are my brother. You're my family. You're not just a friend. So it's like that's what we were really trying to create. I'm always trying to be that one friend that you needed, realizing that most people don't have one friend.
Right. Exactly.
That's something I learned as a trainer.
That's okay. You can have more than one best friend too. When you're younger, you hear a lot about that, and your friends are like, "Oh, I thought I was your best friend," but no, you get older and you realize, hey, it's okay. I can hang out with, more than one best friend at a time.
The label best friend in itself is limiting.
Grow, yes.
So Joint Ventures Unlimited, we're literally challenging old language. We're challenging the way people used to think about relationships or friendships.
Right.
A lot of people, for example, in Windsor, they're very negative speaking. So as they speak, they are critiquing or they're negatively amplifying any bad situation instead of speaking in complete solutions, having a positive outlook on the ideas, finding a way to partner to solve those ideas.
Yeah.
This is very 2015 thinking that we're trying to apply to a city that is 20 years behind.
Yeah. So I was going to say then, leading into that, what do you think Windsor needs?
Leadership is my answer first. I've been asked that question consistently, and it's not we have talent. There is tremendous talent.
Tons.
There's strength, there's fighters, there's writers, there's artists, there's singers, there's rappers, there's all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So in our new space, we're setting up a stage. You will be able to rent, or if you can't afford to rent, we will just let you practice on our stage. Acoustic things, rap battles, anything we can do, because we need to, what we need to lead in Windsor is lead the direction for talented people to utilize that talent in promotion of all of us. Win City, like BB Branded is supporting. We are Win City, not Sin City, not whatever anybody else is trying to brand us at. We are Win City. We have a lot of winners, and it's time that the losers win. So we've been losers for a long time as a city.
Yeah.
We need to come together and be winners, and that's what I'm really adamant and passionate about that thought.
Yeah. Okay. Your greatest bit of advice?
Be you. Always don't let anybody try and take that away from you.
Yeah.
And every single second that they're trying to hate on you, it's really their insecurity projecting.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's them. So think about you. That's my number one advice. No excuses, no limits. Be you.
Right. Yeah, I'm the member of a positive behavior campaign, an anti-bullying campaign called the Huge Campaign. And I'm the spokesmodel, so I mean, we always talk about be huge, don't bully, be a better person, be the change the future needs.
Yes.
And so I thank you for contributing to that and being a huge person. And it's tough. It's tough when you have people against you and not supporting you, but I thank you for getting out there and doing great things for the community. So on behalf of the community, we thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And thank you. These kind of things where you guys allow me to come on and promote that,
Yeah.
it's not easy to get promotion for these positive things.
No.
It's easy to get a negative story put in Windsor Star.
Yeah.
It is hard to get a positive one in. So you really got to
Definitely.
bang their door down. So I
Definitely.
appreciate you guys, Ashley, and you
Yeah.
letting me on here today.
How
Thank
do
you
we
very much.
contact you and get involved with this?
Well, I'm big on Facebook. A lot of people know I have Justice Forunier on Facebook,
Yeah.
Joint Ventures on Facebook.
Okay,
There's Just
everything.
Training, all
Yeah.
of these. My number is 226-246-4533. I'm very okay with throwing that out there.
Okay.
Give me a call. Hey, I want to be your friend. Hey, I would
Hey.
love to be involved. How do I do it?
Right.
I may look intimidating, but I should be the least intimidating in the
Yeah.
city, because I swear I am only trying to do good things for
Yeah.
anybody who calls me.
Yeah. Any shout outs for anybody?
I really appreciate a lot of people in town. Mark Bosquero has been probably my hugest supporter of my businesses. Reno Bertolin, the city councilor, has really just stood up for me a lot.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out to my girlfriend, who's been the biggest supporter, Samantha
All right.
Bueller. That's my chef and my love.
Thank
and she
you.
keeps me going, so thanks to her.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Beyond Incredible. I'm Shay Rachelle. Miss Ashley Nicole is on production today, so thank you to her and the rest of the team. We will see you next week.